as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that. Again, and it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
There he goes! Smashes through the tackle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
On target over the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They get to the line quickly.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Hurley. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an...
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Penn State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And a part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Lawrence. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got the back over the middle.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence.
It's a running room. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's like a loose boulder, just caroms his way to the 32. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah,
He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Snagged in the middle. It's Hubbard.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's able to get a rub and create some...
Wide open on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Dropping back, it's Hurley. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And wait a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. And the Golden Gophers line it up with a 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, that's new. If you want to keep the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hurley. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They can make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to bully their way in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The Nittany Lions buried deep in their own territory. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. You might want another play. On looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and it's...
Nice move. Create some space. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Scanning the field, it's Hurley. Going for 6. Touchdown, Minnesota! Fit it in the window for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. quick toss to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Works the middle. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Duke. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Makes a move. Touchdown, Penn State! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on there. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Hurley. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bring in the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now.
Oh, and he toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Lost a throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Lawrence. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Tompkins. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To throw, it's Hurley. Looking deep. Picked off to stop the threat. He gets the pick, but not the pick six as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, 2 quarters in the books in the ReliaQuest Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the ReliaQuest Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the for his kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. To the air, it's Hurley. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Got room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on its way. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sims. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They're going to ride this running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. The offense changing the play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on first and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the catch. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
To the ground, he's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Caught in the backfield. It's Duke. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Duke. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40, the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Hurley. Makes the catch. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Duke. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just
unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Lawrence. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. These corners going to give them some space. Leaves it with the running back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Hurley. Under fire. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Gets it out quickly. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They're working that left side. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Golden Gophers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Not exactly what you wanted on first down. It's second and goal from the 13. Back to pass. Big guy smells it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. Back to pass. It's Hurley. Back's got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's good.